Hey traders, today is Sunday, February the 28th, 2021, last day of February, and we are into March. But I wanted to show you our trading results from our zero data expiration trading room on Friday, the 26th, because we just came off of that massive sell off on Thursday, and we were experiencing a lot of volatility follow through with that on Friday as well. And one of the questions that always comes up with the zero date expiration trading is, how does it work in volatile sessions? And we always say that we would prefer the volatility. We would prefer the wild volatility because it pushes IV into the trade. It gives us a higher expected trading range, and it gives us better premium in our pricing, gives us an easier ability to pick different strike prices and work with different deltas and all of that kind of stuff. So it is really the calm days where there is absolutely no movement in the pre-market. There's really no movement during the day where it gets a little risky from a risk-reward standpoint. It looks easy. It looks like you could just throw on a full iron condor right up front at the open and ride it to the end, and you very well could, but the risk-reward ratio on those trades and those days is out of balance. Days like Friday, we love them. We absolutely love them. Now, you'll see here, I did not get the best return on capital today. If you've looked at some of our knockout days, the days where we don't have to, do any adjustments, we can get double-digit returns in a day. 10+% rates of return are possible. Not so today because it just wasn't an effective deployment of capital. Now, I say it wasn't effective. It really was effective. We did it in the correct manner, and looking back on the day now, in hindsight, even with hindsight, you got to say, man, we hit it pretty darn well. But we didn't get a full complement of puts along with all of the calls. And so we didn't maximize our buying power. And when you don't maximize your buying power, it affects your rate of return. But nevertheless, pretty cool day that I just wanted to share with you quickly here. You can see just very quickly off the bat here, we established our first position right in here. Started the day, started selling some calls. We started at that 38.70 level. We came in very quickly right after that, sold some more at the same level, that 38.70 level. You can see there's the spread right there. Sold another contract there at almost double the price that we got down in here. And then later in the day, very close to expiration, with 11 minutes left in the day, we sold another set of call spreads up in here, right in this level, right there, at the 38, went short the 38.70 level once again. So building call positions throughout the day. And then look at this one. This is the one that is interesting. 6 minutes before the close. 6 minutes before the close, we finally put in a put leg. So what does all of that look like on the chart? Well, you can see our day's result. We started off the day right there. This again is Friday the 26th. Sold some calls right in here at this 38.70 level up in here. Very quickly right after that, sold some more calls up here at the 38.70 level. The day kind of went, and we just kept waiting for a sell-off. Kept waiting for a sell-off to put in the put legs, and we couldn't get down below this sort of see this consolidation area right in here, this sort of demarcation point right here, that area of support, and kind of came back down to that again. I thought we were going to break down below that, and we were going to be able to get some puts in right here around the noon hour Mountain Time. It didn't happen. Held again. And so we bounced back up here again, and again right before the close, we sold some more calls again at that 38.70 level, just loading up on those again in anticipation for the sell-off. We got the candle finally that we were looking for right there, and we were able to sell some puts right there. But as you can see on the put side, we sold 11. And we had almost 3 times that. We had almost 30 contracts on the call side. So we just didn't get an effective use of our buying power. But nevertheless, the results for the day, $28,000 of capital deployed in the trade, a $1,900 profit on the day, 6.8% on the day. Again, generally speaking, with that kind of capital deployed, I would look for a little bit better than 6.8%. But the reality is, in our zero-date expiration trading, man, we're looking for 1 to 2% a day. So, 1 to 2% a day, 3 days a week, and with adjustments and costs and overheads and losses and trades that don't work, et cetera, we're trying to just net 5% a week. So when you can get 6.8% out of one trade and you're trying to net 5% a week, that's not too shabby. And again, nobody should be really disappointed with making $1,900 in a day, especially on a day like we had on Friday. So pretty darn good day overall. Again, you can look at the trades that we put in there. We always timestamp all of our trades so that there's never any question as to whether or not it's real or not. And again, I would just say if you were interested, guys, in checking out our live trading room, we do have about 150 of us that trade live together every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in a Zoom session and a live chat room in Discord. 0 day to expiration trading, live day trading the S&P 500, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays we get together in our chat room and we trade some bonus trades as well. We also have a 4-day to expiration trade that I think is something that's been very powerful. We've averaged around a 10% rate of return per week. Over the last month, we've averaged over 43% rate of return on our 4-day to expiration trade. And that's a great trade if you are having a sub $25,000 account level. You have to deal with PDT issues and things like that. It's a good way to get around that. So anyway, if you want to check out a 1-day free pass in our live trading room, this is the link that you can click to and come trade with us live for a day. See what you think. It is a little crazy. It's a little frenetic in there sometimes, and it can be a little overwhelming if you've never done that type of trading before. It's not for everybody, that is for sure. But again, I just wanted to share with you our results from Friday because these are the times, these crazy times in the marketplace, these are the times where people say, oh, of course it works when everything is calm and staid and not really moving. But what happens when we get these big, massive moves? And what happens is there's not a guarantee that we will profit from those opportunities, but the opportunities become bigger. They become bigger. And so we love volatility, and we hope that it's here to stay. Have a good trading day, guys, and we will talk to you soon.